Hi guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing useful crochet items that you can make. So if you guys are interested in seeing more craft, crochet, or business videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the post notification bell, that way you know every single time I upload a brand new video. And with that, let's get into this video. So as I said, I'm going to be sharing useful crochet items you can make, which means these are items that you would actually use in your day-to-day life, and items that may even be good gifts for people, because I know a lot of times it's hard to find gifts, especially like for my dad. He always says for his birthday and Father's Day and Christmas and everything, he always wants something that he can actually use, and I have a really hard time figuring that out normally, especially when I want to crochet him something. So for this video, I'm going to be sharing some useful items that you can make for people or yourself so that you can actually use them. So with that, let's get straight into this video. So this is just a list of ideas that I have come up with that are useful items you can make, and I'm sure there's a lot more as well, so if you guys wanted a part 2, I could do that, but this is just going to be some generic items. And if I pop up any pictures on the screen, I'll be linking the Pinterest pin I got them from, or if it's a pattern that I've created, I'll be linking that in the description. So if you see any pictures of crochet items that you like on the screen, then you can check the description box for that, as well as I'll link like yarn and crochet hooks and materials like that that you may want to use for these ideas as well. So now I'm going to quit chatting and we're going to get into these ideas. Okay, so the first item, which there aren't very many patterns on this, and I have made one myself, but I don't think I ever wrote down the pattern, so if you guys want me to figure out the pattern again and release it as a pattern, I can at some point. But I did make this for my mom at one point, and it's a water bottle holder, which is really useful if you know somebody that likes to go to like theme parks or hiking or anything kind of outdoorsy where they would want a water bottle. It's basically just like a little satchel thing for your water bottle, so you can make it to where it's long enough to be like a crossbody thing, or you can make it to where it just has a little handle to be kind of short and hold it in your hand. But it is something that's pretty useful, and when the world was like opened up before COVID, my mom would take that to like flea markets and theme parks and things like that. That was kind of just a one-off thing that I had to mention. The next are kind of going to be in like categories. So the first category is going to be kitchen stuff, which my first idea is dishcloths, which I think are not only really easy to make, but they're always useful. So that's a great idea. We also have pot holders, which are kind of in the same idea as dishcloths. They're normally pretty easy and always something that people can use, especially if they really like cooking or enjoy baking or something like that. So next are scrubbies, and if you don't know, these are made out of like a specific type of yarn and they're used to scrub dishes. So these are really simple to make and a really neat idea. So next idea are coasters, which again, always super useful, and you can even customize different coasters for like different holidays, different seasons, stuff like that. So I do think that's also fun to be able to switch out coasters for different holidays and things like that. Okay, so the next idea is clothing, which is kind of a broad idea. So obviously clothing is useful because people can wear it, especially if you're not making it for yourself and you're making it for somebody else. Just make sure that you know their style and their sizing, and that way you know they will like it and actually wear it. And you can also kind of tailor what you're making towards the person. So like I said earlier, if they really like cooking or baking, then you can make them an apron. Or if they really like pajama and like lounge wear, then you can make them like some shorts or some pajama pants, different stuff like that. So clothing is always a useful item. So my next idea are accessories, which again, accessories is kind of like a broad one. So you can narrow down what you would like to make for the person. So there's always like crochet jewelry you can make, crochet headbands, scarves, hair scrunchies, like all kinds of stuff like that you can make for people. And they're all items that they can wear and incorporate with other different items. So again, a really cool idea, and especially if you want to make them like a headband and a scrunchie that matches, something like that. I think that would be really cute. Again, accessories are useful, especially if it's something like a headband or a scrunchie that they would need, or just accessories are fun and you can wear them, so that's why I categorized it as useful. So this is also kind of another accessory, but bags are a really useful thing. So if you know they like to go to like the farmer's market or grocery shopping and they like to use reusable bags, you can make them a reusable bag. Or if they like really fun like purses, you can make somebody a purse. Different stuff like that. And bags are always useful, whether you want them for fashion or for actual like getting groceries or something like that. So the next idea are mittens or socks, which I put as like one, because one's to keep your hands warm and one's to keep your feet warm. But there are some really cute patterns you can do with mittens and socks, and again, super useful, especially if you live in a cold climate, or maybe not even a cold climate, if you just live with someone that likes to keep the house cold like I do. I always get cold because my family likes to keep the house cold. So I always like socks and stuff like that, which I've never even made socks for myself before, so I need to do that at some point. But definitely useful if you're in a cold climate or just like to have the AC up really high. Next are blankets, which is kind of the same thing as mittens and socks, to keep you warm if you live in a cold climate or just have the AC up really high. So next idea I came up with are pillows and pillowcases, which I also counted as like the same thing, but you could always make a pillowcase that is like a generic pillow size, and they can switch out pillowcases, or I even have tutorials where I've made like an American flag as a crochet pillowcase. Stuff like that is also really cute because you can switch it out for different seasons and different holidays. So these last couple of ideas are just going to be ideas that are kind of random and don't really have a category. So first idea is going to be a couch organizer, or if you prefer a chair or anything like that. But a lot of people use these for remotes, which I think they're really cool because you can just hang off the side of the couch or the side of somebody's chair and they can easily reach the remote or a book or their glasses or whatever it is that they keep there. Personally, if I had one, I would keep crochet hooks there. But another idea is little bins, which you can use these for all types of stuff. You can make little ones, big ones. There's even ones that are like super tiny, like this big, and people make them to store like jewelry in, and you can put it on like your nightstand, and when you take your rings off at night, you can put it in that. Or you can make like big ones that you kind of sit on your floor as like a decor piece, and you also keep blankets and pillows in it. Different stuff like that. You can even make yourself one to store your yarn in, anything like that, and I think it's very useful. And if you're going to use it as a decoration piece, then it's another use as well. So another idea is rugs, which these are really fun to make, or at least they seem really fun to make. I've never made a rug, but that's another thing on my list of things that I want to make. So little neck pillows that are for like on the airplane and stuff are also another useful thing you can make for yourself or somebody else. There's also crochet ideas for bookmarks. So if you're a book lover or you know somebody that's a book lover, I think that's also something useful you can make. So now keychains in themselves aren't necessarily useful, but if you make a keychain that's used to hold something, then it could be. Like they have keychains that you can make to hold lip balms and stuff like that. Those could be useful. And my final idea is going to be little koozies to put on drinks. Whether it's a hot drink or a cold drink, you can make like a koozie for a cold drink that goes on the whole thing, or if it's a hot one, it can just be like one of those little sleeves. But either way, I think that's a good idea. Okay, you guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you got some ideas of useful crochet things you can make. If you did, please do give this video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you thought of these ideas, or if you're going to make any of these ideas, because I would love to know. And if you do want to see more craft, crochet, or business videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. and turn on the post notification bell. That way you know every single time I upload a brand new video. If you guys do want to check out the ideas that I popped up on the screen, or you want to check out some of the items that you may want to use to make these ideas, that's included in the description box below. And if you guys do want to see more from me, you can always check out more videos of mine, my social medias, my podcast, my blog, and my Etsy shop. All of that is always included in the description box down below for you guys. And with all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!